what I heard anyway. At this time, I'd like to have you all please rise. And gentlemen, if you will remove your hats for singing the national anthem. And do we have any veterans out in our audience here today? Any veterans or... right there, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much for your service. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets ringing, the bells bursting in air, yea, prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, my, this has been a long time. I'm sure that you all are going to have a good time here tonight. Are we ready for our first contest? Without further ado, here we go. This contest, Central One Fall, is presented by U.S. Gold here in Marion, Ohio. Introducing first.
tonight.
Nobody likes Mr. Fitness.
Bad Blood's got a really good reputation as well. This is going to be one whale of a match.
Well, I'm not sure what you mean. Good reputation.
He wins matches.
There's that good reputation. Fine.
Good. So we got a good start on the match. Mr. Fitness is too busy trying to pose for the ladies. Bad Blood gets down to business. And that's what I like to see. I don't like to manage a guy like Bad Blood because look at the way he's taking charge.
Very opportunistic. Going after that left knee, it looks like.
You're right, Jeff. Bad Blood, he takes no prisoners. This man, I've seen him wrestle before, and I've been very, very, very impressed with him.
Bad Blood from Detroit, Michigan. And if you're from Detroit, Michigan, you know he's got to be tough.
Well, what about this new diet the man's on? You know, I've been told that he has lost a ton of weight on this Twinkie and diet. What do you guys think about that?
He's using closed fist. He's using a closed fist. The ref should call that. The name in the building says wrestling, not boxing.
You tell him, Jerry.
Now Mr. Fitness is taking over.
Into the turnbuckle. Oh, there he goes again. Wow.
Turnbuckle to turnbuckle. And a big body slam.
Big body slam. Wow. I think they heard that downtown. Oh, big splash.
1, 2.
No, that wasn't enough. Bad Blood's too tough for that. It's too early to go for a pin like that. You got to wear him down first, and he's in top shape.
Well, these people just want him to throw Twinkies out. What do you think about that? Good. Oh, there's a knife.
Again, taking advantage of any opportunity.
Oh, you tell him. I tell you what. This is something else. The referee's right on the game, though. Big elbow right to the center of the forehead. And again, oh my goodness.
That's perfectly legal. He's using a forearm.
Well, you earned it.
I think this is about it for Mr. Fit.
I think he's going to be having his calling card called right now. Oh, they're trading blows. Come on, referee, get in there. There's a closed fist.
Trading right hands, and now Mr. Fitness in some trouble along the ropes.
Blatantly choking on the ropes. Oh, look at Bad Blood jawing it out with the referee. What'd she do to you?
Hey, Jeff Dahmer, what do you think about a real referee anyway? This should be in a home, cooking, cleaning, and scrubbing.
Well, you know, I don't know if I want to comment on that, but I'll just tell you this. She's quite a brave individual.
You're not grabbing a leg. You gotta hook those legs if you want to pin.
Just can't cover like that.
See, now he's got the leg. No. See how much closer he came with that leg. You want to know about wrestling, you ask Dr. Graham. I'm the world's foremost authority.
We'll keep that in mind for sure as the night goes on.
Now Bad Blood's got the headlock cinched in on Mr. Fitness.
Make sure that's not a chokehold. Up to the count of 2. Oh no, here he's fighting out of it.
I'll say this, Mr. Fitness is a determined wrestler, and he's not going to just roll over. Bad Blood's going to use his ingenuity like we just did.
He's going upstairs. I think he's taking too much time, Doctor. What do you think? Oh my goodness, wow.
I'd say you're probably right, but no, I don't think Bad Blood's punished him enough yet.
Taking too much time.
Oh man, right in midair. That takes a lot of athletic ability and training to do that.
You know what's happening here, Doc, right? The sugar from the Twinkies is kicking in. Look at this.
Looks like Mr.
They're both trying to get a second win now. They're right back to square one.
Looks like he's about had it with Bad Blood. Looks like he's ready to do some damage.
Another.
Now he starts with the punches again. I don't like that.
He's got the crowd here in Marion fired up.
I think they just want some more Twinkies. What do you think?
Wow.
There it is. He got that leg. Bad Blood should have never lost that match. He took too much time, waited too long, wasted time. But the winner is Mr. Fitness.
He needs you to manage him, give him some good pointers.
Well, there's definitely potential talent there. He could go all the way to the top, this guy. He was terrific. I gotta admit, I kind of thought Bad Blood was going to win, but he won it fair and square right in the middle. Love him, I gotta admit. He's got a certain charisma about him that draws the fans to him, and he has a lot of talent ability to go with it.
Everybody gives me free Twinkies, I'd love them too.
Wow, you know, I've heard of Harden power, but what about Twinkie power? I don't know, I can't love it. You know, I've heard of these new fad diets, but this is a little ridiculous. Wow. At this time, please welcome the Russian Brutus with Baker Jr. and
stand up to this force. Yeah, he sure does. I've seen Alcatraz many times in the past. He's a terrific wrestler, brutal person, tough as nails, as is Ox Baker Jr., just like his old man, where I wrestled many times in my day.
Is an imposing character.
But very effective. And that's the Bronco Boy looks What are you, a bigot of some kind? I mean, he's a guest in our country. He wants to sing the Soviet Union national anthem. Never seen such disrespect.
Well, thank heavens that didn't last long.
He was visiting dignitary.
Talk a good game, but will they deliver?
That is the main event of the evening. Dick the Bruiser Jr.
You're looking at the brutality of these men and the record of bodies mutilated and maimed, left in a trail behind them. Love them or hate them, you have to respect them as a true force in today's world of professional wrestling. Alcatraz was so mean he killed his parents so he could go to the orphan's picnic.
You shut up!
That's a match we're certainly going to... Some parting words by the Russian Brute. Wow. I think we're in for quite a main event tonight. And I wasn't even expecting them to come out. You never know what'll happen to Bruiser wrestler. Are you ready for the next match? This next match is presented by McDaniel's Auto Group, where it's just that simple. Introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, Preston Churchill.
Preston Churchill from London, England. They just scored a major political victory, didn't they? They kept Scotland under their wing. They needed England to take care of them. What can I say? Tag team fighter called the Fighting Irish, the Bold and the Gold they're called. An Englishman and an Irishman. That's unity at its best.
Explain to me why in England they boil pizza.
They serve beer warm. It's their way. You shouldn't be such an intolerant person, though. You should respect other countries and their customs.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Mikey the Maniac.
This guy's got a couple of bolts loose, I think.
He's a likable type of a guy, but what's going to happen when the bell rings?
Oh, we're going to find out very soon. Does Mikey know where the ring's at? Oh, look at that.
I think Preston's getting a little tired of waiting for him.
Not a teddy bear in the audience.
Do you think he's in any relation to Winston Churchill?
I don't know. I think he might be the black sheep of that family. Mikey the Maniac. Doctor, do you know anything about Mikey the Maniac? Because I certainly don't.
This is new to me, and I don't know what he can do to defend himself. He looks helpless to me. In that particular case, I think that the British brawler should teach him a lesson and give him an extra good beating.
Preston Churchill jumped Mikey on the way into the ring.
Look at that. Right across that top ring road.
Let him walk in. Come on, Rap.
I think Mikey is overmatched in this match.
Oh, hey, you know, never know. He might tag in that teddy bear hanging around on ringside.
Hey, if you can't take it, if you can't take the heat, go home to mama. This is a man's world. You got to be a man to get up there and wrestle.
I don't quite know what Mikey the Maniac is.
Now, they don't call him Mikey the Maniac for nothing. Doc, how do you prepare for somebody that's this unorthodox?
Just like he did. Hit him first, hit him fast, hit him often, and don't let up. See, he let up. There you go. Good for Mikey. Churchill, the brawler, let up, and Maniac Mikey took advantage of the situation. think I've ever had any kidney pie or.
Oh, he's going to bite him again.
Preston would have learned the first time, and he did. He's a slow learner.
I'll tell you what, Mikey's thinking he might be a Twinkie. What do you think?
Churchill deserves every bit of this.
Well, I'm not one to say he doesn't. I said when you get in that ring, like I said, it's a man's world. You can't take it. Like I said earlier, you go home to mama. Mike took his best shot. It looks like that was it. I bet you that Preston Churchill takes it on home for here the rest of the match. He's got more class, he's got more style, and he certainly has more intelligence.
Wow, and he should be disqualified for some of the stuff he's doing here.
Well, that referee needs to get in there. I tell you what, he's getting away with a lot.
See, I can't stress enough to these guys. You got to hook the leg. These light covers do not work against a competitor.
You're exactly right. If he can't hook the leg, how does he expect to get a victory? Listen to this crowd getting behind Mikey the Maniac. Oh, he put the brakes on.
Uh-oh. Looks like Mikey's got some strength left. Here he goes.
Oh, my goodness.
This is a surprise to me.
He rattled his cage. Wow. With authority. Oh. He's dazed. He's confused. His eyes are glazed over for sure. Look at this. Oh, what a clothesline. Oh, he didn't hook the leg.
And what's he not doing?
He's not hooking that leg. You're absolutely right. I just wonder what kind of training someone like Mikey the Maniac could possibly have gone through.
Oh, big headbutt. Right between the eyes.
That's a good point, Jefferson Davis. Who would train? How could you train him?
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, who were his trainers? The teddy bears? I mean, give me a break.
Well, basically, he's a street fighter. He's not doing a lot of wrestling moves. Maybe he's just naturally tough, like me.
I wonder why he got put in the asylum in the first place.
I'm wondering how he got out.
That's a good point, Doc.
Oh, he's fighting again.
Get in there, ref. Come on. Oh, and he's smiling about it. Look at that. Look at that. That's a face only a mother can love.
Maybe somebody should have fed him before the match.
You're absolutely right over there. I'll tell you. Oh, look at that punch. Open that fist up. Come on, referee. Get in there. Far side. Oh, my God. Oh, he took him clean off his feet. He's not hooking that leg.
How can you tell when Mikey the Maniac's hurt?
That's a good point.
Yeah, he does have the same expression on his face all the time. Maniacal, out of touch, imbecilic, moronic. But I say that in the nicest possible way.
Oh, he's biting him again. Look at it.
Lunchtime!
Wow. Someone should have fed him. Man, feeding time at the zoo. Oh, look at that blatant eye gouge.
Burning meatloaf.
Oh, DDT right there.
DDT, is it going to be enough?
What? He had the leg. Did you see that? He hooked the leg. Like, I can't stress that enough.
Absolutely.
Just somebody out of the stands that came out.
Who is there?
He tore his teddy bear up.
Okay.
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Chuck Wagon.
Upset about his teddy bear.
Give me a break. What gives you the right to come? Where'd you come from?
You know where I came from and you know who I am. the natural born killer, Mickey Drummer, and I'm here to whip anybody's butt that gets in my way. And as I see it, he didn't have no reason to be in that ring, and I was here to take care of it because he couldn't.
I'm at a loss for words.
Oi! He pulled my bleeding tux! You see this halfway up my arse! I want revenge! I want another go! And if that chuck wagon gets in the way, so help me have more problem than flat tires! Oi!
Well, he's picking up the pieces of his teddy bear. He's devastated.
I don't know what to say.
I'm going to tell you something. Being the father of 6, the grandfather of 10, I can understand with the mentality he's got of about a 4-year-old. He's got to be devastated with his teddy bear.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this,
like the
ladies and
idea,
gentlemen.
though. You hit him where it hurts.
I don't know what's going on here. Wow. Get that away from me. What'd you do? Hit that on the way up here? Give me a break over here. The fans want to know, who are you?
What, Big Chuck Wagon? Can't you read?
I can read just fine, but you had that skunk in my face.
Anyways, I'm not gonna fucking get beat up by Mikey Dahmer and that other idiot. And we have him. I'll watch his back anytime.
Any words? I'm sorry about that bear. Here, let me help you put them back together. Get out of my pockets. What are you trying to do to me? Mikey, you got anything to say? You got anything to say? Those are words from Mikey the Maniac and Chuck Wagon. Man, the smell of skunk still in the air.
I don't know if Chuck Wagon was his friend before the match, but he certainly is now.
Well, he, for a not so bright person, carrying up that teddy bear was a tremendously traumatic experience for Mikey the Maniac. He's probably going up on a Maniac scale another couple of points. If there's a return match with him and the British Brawler, I think it's going to be total mayhem.
As I said before, you just never quite know what you're going to see at a Bruiser wrestling show. That's over the top for me. That's all I can say. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is for the Bruiser Tag Team Championship. This match is presented by 1490 WMRN AM. Mr. Jeff Roof sitting right back here at that table. Introducing first, they are the... Wow. Here are the challengers, the Rock and Roll Rebels.
Tag team wrestling has always been my specialty. I've never seen this particular team before, but I will give you a full assessment after the match. Well, they're spraying each other's hair. They're kind of ostentatious. They seem to be inebriated with their own magniloquence. But that's okay, because you need a certain confidence and arrogance to get to the top of this business. And I'm starting to sense that now. We won't really know until the bell rings.
know what Mr. Toothless Man over here is doing. He's supposed to be the security guard.
Important tag team wrestling.
But if you do not escort these little brats, all the front row, who raised you, huh? The animals? You escort all these rowdy kids, and specifically this kid over here. If you don't get them out of the arena, I inherited it, okay? You know what? If you don't get, I'm not wrestling. I'm not wrestling if they don't get out of here. How you doing, honey?
I think the fans would be cheated.
They do their money just like everybody else.
The Lee and Kip are here to win the tag championships tonight. Right? All right. You're lucky you get to witness greatness here tonight. Yeah, greatness. I want you to announce us as the new champions right now.
Let's show the turn. Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents will be accompanied by G.I. Sanders. They're the tag team champions. Let's start. Oh my God, Mr. Fitness.
Now wait a second here. The tag team champions start the strike.
I understand Cosmo was injured in St. Louis 5 days ago. In that situation, when a man has an extended injury, the remaining man has a 5-day period to pick a new partner to retain the championship. So this is all kosher and legal. And they are the champions now according to regulations of Bruiser Wrestling.
You gotta be at a big time disadvantage. I'm not sure they've ever wrestled as a tag team.
Here in the spot, he had to do something. He wanted to keep his half of the belt. He would have chosen anybody that wanted to go with him. This is apparently the choice.
You know he's Mr. Fitness. You gotta wonder, this is like a match. Ray, you just wonder how quick it's gonna be.
Well, they got G.I. Sanders in their corner. That's gotta help some.
Now we're still wondering where Cosmo's at, but Mr. Fitness is more than willing to take his place. I just don't know what to say. Reigning and defending champion, Stars and Stripes, right there. Tell you what, the Rock and Roll Rebels are sure taking their sweet time getting in the ring.
Well, you gotta wonder if Cosmo's not here. If the Rock and Roll Rebels had something to do with it.
You never know. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of that, that's for sure. And look at that. Parading around like they're some 80s rock band. What do you make of that, Doctor?
Well, I'm kind of waiting for the match to start. I've heard a lot of good things about all four of these wrestlers. I'm going to say, I tend to agree with Norm. We got one team that's been together for a while. We got the continuity and the strategy and the mindset. As tag team wrestling was my specialty, as I mentioned earlier, they have an advantage just by the fact that they've been a team for a while. So, all else being equal, they should be the favorites tonight. Well, 5 times, but be modest. I don't like to admit that, but 5 times. I was a champion 5 times. 5 times I held the tag with Bulldog Don Kent, who was 5 times World Wrestling Association tag team champions, and I don't want to brag about that.
No, but you guys wouldn't have been above taking out one of your opponents before the match either.
Never had to do that. We're too good for that. That's skullduggery.
Please. You guys weren't too good for anything.
We were champions 5 times.
There's no question. That didn't mean you wouldn't do anything to win the titles.
I'd rather lose a match than to infract the rule.
Let's get back to the action on hand. I'll tell you what, man alive. What's he doing in the corner? Stretching?
Don Kent felt the exact same way.
Give me a break over here. What are those?
He's just a sweetheart of a guy.
Tell you what, I certainly hope so. Ring that bell. There we go. Look at the air guitar.
He's playing the air guitar good. Let's see if he can wrestle.
That's right. The referee probably don't know what to do or what to say.
Silent Stevie, I guess, is going to start. Or maybe not. Well, these terms went out in the 80s.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, look at the leopard prints that dude's sporting. Come on. Did they ever make an album? I don't know.
As long as Cute Kip is there, he'll always have a fan himself.
That's exactly right. Wow, the crowd certainly behind Mr. Fitness and Lance Story, that's for sure.
I don't think the referee's seen anything like this before. She's anxious to get this started.
Oh, here comes Mr. Fitness. And the crowd goes wild for Mr. Fitness in here. Wow. Oh, he's posing now. Have you ever seen a body like that, Doctor?
In the morgue.
In the morgue? Come on, give me a break. Test of strength in the center of the ring.
Now we can start the match.
Finally, right? Looks like he's
I just
getting
wish
the
Stars and Stripes wouldn't have stalled so much.
Mr. Fitness down.
Or what's left of Stars and Stripes.
And I think maybe that first match has took its toll on Mr. Fitness. He's down. Look at that. Jawing it out with the crowd up there. Look at that. Yeah, let's get the show on the road. We've seen enough stretches to last us a lifetime over here.
Well, it takes two to tango. One of these teams is going to have to start taking the aggression. Good. Okay, now keep it up. Now keep it up.
Oh, my goodness. Get him out of the corner. There he goes. Tags in Lance Story. Let's see what he's all about.
Here we go. A little teamwork now. I like to see that. Good. Double axe hammer to the arm.
Wow.
He's trying to tag. No. He's not going to let him tag. And he comes to us with a real good reputation.
You ever have a haircut like this done?
No, I did not.
And Story certainly catching him off guard. Working him over in the corner. Look at
That
that.
Story's from Anchorage, Alaska, of all places.
Yeah. Oh, look
I
at
would
that.
have bet Berkeley.
Oh, a kick to the back. Look at that. Setting him up. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Dude. Oh, kick out. I'll tell you what. How can you keep those two straight? Other than the blonde and the dark hair. I mean, I guess Wow, they both got Guns N' Roses shirt on. Off the top. Oh, he slipped. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Now let's see if these guys can tag team or not. There you go. Now you're
look
talking.
at that. Get in there, ref. That's right. He's got a count of 5 to get him out of the corner. Oh, look at this. Skip's going behind him. Oh, look at that blatant
Much
shove.
smarter move. Much smarter move.
Yeah.
Ref turned her back. The problem with the woman referee anyway. This is a man's game. Women should be at home with the children. Cooking, cleaning, scrubbing. If she wants to ref, you're going to have to ref like a man and keep moving. I gotta admit that she's been doing a pretty fair job though. Playing both sides.
They look like the champions right
Best looking
now.
referee I've ever seen.
And I think Doctor called that just right. He said there'd be continuity and strategy by then, and we're not being disappointed, that's for sure. Oh, wow.
Brutal.
He'll feel that in the morning.
He's feeling it right now, brother. It'll be worse in the morning.
You're probably right. I just wonder how his hair's going to look. Right now, the favor's certainly on the Rock and Roll Rebels.
Look at that way that they never let the guy get away clean on a tag. That shows experience. I must have watched tapes of Don Kent and I. We didn't use hairspray.
And I don't think an F5 tornado would disrupt their hair. Like you said, Doc, unless they hook that leg and cover them the correct way.
What they need to do now, they got him in trouble. They got to keep him on their side of the ring. They've got to tag in and out and keep working on that chin and neck.
That's right. Cut that ring in.
Keep on it.
That's right. Cut that ring in half.
And the experience to do it.
GI's rallying the troops. Look at him over in the corner. I think if he hooked the leg, he might have just gotten away with it. Frequent tags. Look at that.
Excellent.
My goodness.
Lots of titles are won and lost.
2. Oh, kick out.
Are you being a misogynist? Because she's a woman, the count was slow. I like women's rights. I like women's lefts too.
Well, he's calling for the end. Let's see what he's got in mind. Off the second story, let's see what he's got in mind. You know, he was taking too much time. Big body slam.
the air guitar, of course. The air guitar cost him the elbow. Huh.
Story doesn't get a tag soon.
There it is. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh, he's on the roll. He is on the roll. Mr. Fitness is really fit. There was a wig. Maybe a hair club for men's system.
On one corner or the other. Cute Kip beats Style and Steve. Dunland Story. Bye-bye, Style and Steve. Oh! Double knocker. Both are down. There goes Cute Kip. He's the legal man. Here's Style and Steve. He's not the legal man.
We got new champions.
Here are your winners.
The real tag team has won the championship.
Bruiser Wrestling Tag Team Champions. The Rock and Roll Rebels.
No question in it, nothing. Even the referee got confused.
Well, that wasn't the referee's fault. No way, shape, or form. That was Rock and Roll guys. Perfect strategy.
Style and Steve was not the legal man. But apparently it's not going to matter. We got new Bruiser Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Style and Steve, Cute Kip, the Rock and Roll Rebels.
Let's hear it for Lance Starr and Mr. Fitness. I think we can all look forward to a rematch in the near future. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief intermission. Like to use the restrooms, visit concession stands. You never know what wrestler is going to wander out here for autographs. So we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Thank you. Are you ready for the second half of Bruiser Wrestling?
How you doing there? Yeah.
You had a good time here today? I was hoping you'd say that, because I sure have. All right, here we go. This next match is presented by Buckeye Collision. Introducing first, at 6'7" and 400 pounds, here he is, Brutus Dylan.
There you go.
Norm Weimer, Jeff, Bruce, the one and only Dr. Jerry Graham Jr., Bruiser Wrestling.
And I'm really happy to be here, Norm and Jeff. This is really exciting wrestling. Bruiser Wrestling is on the roll. It's moving up, up, and up. I wish they were selling stock in it, because I'd buy a lot for my portfolio.
Look at it. Well, take a look at this monster. Brutus Dillon, 6'6", 6'7". Got to be pushing 400 pounds, Doc.
He's a big man, and a secret big man is if he's got balance and if he can move quickly. Now, he's not going to move like a 200-pound man. But if he can move, it looks to me like he can move, and looks to me like he's got balance. So he's going to be a dangerous, dangerous foe for anybody in this business.
And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jimmy Marion.
Known as your favorite melody, Jimmy W. These two guys, matter of fact, these guys know each other very well. Dinner feuds all over the state of Indiana. And this feud now is spilled over here to Marion. What's it like, Doc, when you're in the middle of a feud and you know your opponent very, very well?
Well, the big advantage is, unless he comes up with some secret new maneuver or strategy, you know what to expect. You know his weaknesses, you know his strong points. So that's what you do. You exploit his weaknesses and stay away from his strong points. Now, obviously, right here, the biggest thing is size and strength. This man's going to have to be very agile, very quick, and he's going to have to be able to move in and out and around and about if he has any chance of winning this match.
Well, the biggest disadvantage, obviously, is your opponent knows your strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, absolutely. Except that I was so versatile myself, the question isn't germane to me.
Well, Jeff, this is also a perfect example. Good big man, good little man, maybe?
Exactly. The man is a monster. David and Goliath, though, whatever. There has been some upsets with the little man.
Well, this feud has gone all over the state of Indiana. It's spilled over here to Marion. And Brutus Dillon, has not been able to put Jimmy W. away.
Well, you know, you can't discount the little guy until we've seen him move a little bit. We still talk about the time of Dickie Steinborn, who was not much bigger than this man right here, Jimmy W. beat Killer Kowalski in Australia. It can happen at any time.
You got to be curious why Jimmy W. is trying to lock even with the big 400-pounder.
They may have a reason. I mean, you can't have a feud unless the matches are close. People won't pay to see it. There. That's where he needs to be on the outside. Yes. That's exactly. There he goes.
Going right to the pins.
That's right. Get those legs out from under him. That's okay, too. But don't lock up. See that? Uh-oh.
Didn't get the big man off his feet. Uh-oh. This is not where you want to be.
This doesn't look good. Oh. This Jimmy W. is a classic good little man. Look at that. What's the old saying? It's not the size of the fight of the man in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the man. And Jimmy W. or something like that. And Jimmy W. is showing us.
There's also a saying, too, that fight doesn't always go to the big and the strong, but that's the way to bet.
Exactly.
Oh! Obviously not where Jimmy W. wants to be.
You don't want to be down when he's up, when Brutus is up. I don't know how he pushes his way out of that, just on a weight alone. Yeah, it's a super effort. It's super effort.
Well, you're a little early in the match. Brutus Dillon just kind of sitting there. Don't know if he got his bell rung a little bit.
Basement drop kick.
Oh, this is exactly where Jimmy W. wants to get Brutus Dillon.
You got to start working on him.
You're not 6'7" when you're playing with your back on the mat.
He waited. Always been on a big man, you're right.
Here's your winner, Brutus Dillon.
Well, I'm afraid that
I think it's over.
I'm afraid Brutus Dillon is hurt. But he had the wherewithal to still get the small package and roll up Jimmy W. I don't think this is over by any stretch of the imagination. Brutus Dillon with the win. More Bruiser Wrestling coming up.
We have a situation. Obviously, it was the last ditch effort to win this match because Brutus is down, he's hurt. He's being attended to now. We don't know the extent of injuries or what is injured exactly. The man's definitely hurt. I think it's a leg. Back went out. It looks from here, and I'm just guesstimating. I think he has some thoracic damage.
Certainly hope he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Just being ready to go on. I tell you what, you just don't know what you're going to see, like I said before. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this next match is presented by Ryan's Steakhouse, and it is for the Bruiser Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger.
Sophisticated kind of style. Yeah, my taste in music and women.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Mama.
The Bruiser Wrestling Women's Championship.
Well, I've heard a lot about this Big Mama, and she is big, a big woman. But more importantly, she's well schooled in wrestling. She has come here tonight to win this title, and with her size, she has a pretty good advantage, but Cindy has got more experience. Once again, it's a good big girl versus a good smaller girl. In this particular case, a little more even up because Cindy, she once told me I'm not a wrestling diva. I am a lady wrestler.
Her
She
opponent,
takes her wrestling very seriously.
she is the Bruiser Women's Champion, Cindy.
I've been very familiar with Cindy, who's the Bruiser Wrestling Women's Champion. Successful all over the Midwest.
I'll tell you, she's going to have the fight of her life tonight.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. Big Mama not back. Telling anybody that would look.
Is the lady wrestling champion of Bruiser Wrestling, Cindy.
Now Cindy does have one advantage. She doesn't have to get the pinfall.
No, that's right. If there's a disqualification, count out or a draw, she's the champion still. They're going to pin or make them submit to win the belt. I would advise her, if she would ask me, I'd just say keep leaning on you with your weight and your height advantage, and just keep the pressure on. Like a previous match, the little guy had to stay on the outside. That's what Cindy's got to do. She can't come in close. I think she knows that.
You would think, though, the longer this goes, the advantage might go to Cindy.
Talking about endurance factor, you could be right, yes.
Like the two locked up, and immediately Big Mama pushing Cindy back into the corner.
That's what you should be doing, Norm. You should be using your weight, locking up, pushing around.
Cindy going to try to get their head a little bit. Why not? Let's just say, Doc, when you wrestled, you were not exactly well at times. You got, don't you?
You can't worry about what the crowd thinks. You got to worry about what it takes to win the match. I could have cared less what they thought. When the match started, there was only 2 people in the whole world, or maybe 4 if it was a tag match. My opponent, myself, and my opponents, and my partner and I. And nothing else. And there was no tomorrow's match or no yesterday's match. There was only that match at that time with everything in the world. Well, right now I'm retired. I just want my Social Security check to come in on time.
Cindy with the advantage. Already got Big Mama off her feet. Gotta be careful. No matter what, you're only 3 seconds away from losing a match.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, look at this.
And she hung on and let the momentum carry her over. I tell you, it was really good doing maneuvers like that was Terry Funk.
Uh-oh. Obviously not where you want to be. Look at this.
There you go. That's it. Cindy's got the advantage in experience. She's not the world's champion for nothing.
No, and she looks pretty comfortable in with a wrestler that is much bigger than her. Big Mama worrying about the crowd a little bit again.
Whenever they would boo me or call me names, I would always tell myself, it's always the Cruz and the Mongols that snip away at the tails of champions.
Still no respect at all. Now Big Mama taking her time here.
That's the Cindy's advantage. The Big Mama were constantly putting the pressure on like that. If he keeps that up, we could see a new ladies champion.
Being methodical. And now Cindy coming back. Well, that's one way to stop.
Big Mama is using her weight well. She's using her height well. She knows she's a little bit better wrestler, but she knows she's got the strength and height advantage, which is enormous. Now, bear hug. This could end the match in many cases. I'm not for sure, but I'd say it's pretty tight. Look at the after effects. Cindy's still trying to catch her breath. Right. It could have been applied a little better, but the pressure was enormous, I think. There you go.
Power move coming. She can do anything with her she wants right now.
Yeah, she's going to tie her up in the ropes. Let's see if she's going to start. That's right. Just basics boot. Put the boots to her.
That's about as low risk as it gets.
And it's effective. It's really effective.
There's so much talk about the high-risk maneuvers.
That ain't one of them. Huh.
No question. Well, if I was managing a wrestler, I would take that move over something off the top rope anytime.
Well, it's just like the stock market. The higher the risk, the higher the reward, but also the more potential for loss. I think I was a bear market wrestler. I kept it conservative and tight.
Well, right now, Big Mama doesn't have to take any chances at all.
Well, she has definitely got the advantage. I'd like to see her be a bit more methodical, if that's the terminology, which is a good term. But you just keep on cutting down a tree. You just keep hitting and hitting and hitting, and one after one hit, it'll fall.
Big Mama's not expending a lot of energy here either. Another power move coming. Body slam.
Almost like Big Mama's just toying with Cindy.
Well, that would be a mistake if she's toying with her, because Cindy is a very effective ladies champion, one of the best in the country. Well, she's the world's champion. She has, at this moment, is the best world's lady wrestler there is. Until somebody gets an extra 3 seconds on her, she'll remain so.
Big Mama went to the windpipe. Now we got a reverse chin lock, and you referee checking to make sure it doesn't become a choke. Into the corner. Not sure where Big Mama's going. Oh!
I thought she took a little too long, but she still got it in there. Very effective. Big Mama is taking the bulk of this match. I'd say 80% of it, wouldn't you, Norm?
Yeah, no question. Oh! Cindy with a chance.
Well, they slowed Big Mama down a little bit. If Cindy can catch her breath now, she got the leg. Well, she's going to have to wear Big Mama down a little bit more to get the pin. But Cindy can do it. She's got all kinds of tricks up her sleeve.
Well, Cindy's got to get her down to keep her down. She's figuring out a way to get her off her feet. That's all leverage. And maybe a little bit of hair.
Yep.
Reversal.
Well, look at that.
Trying to roll her up.
And Big Mama just sat on her. Big Mama.
Got her hand on the ropes. And she got the 3 count.
Here's your winner.
Did that go in?
And the new
champion.
women's champion of Bruiser Wrestling.
This is sensational
Big
news.
Mama.
By hook or by crook.
Well, she used her size and her weight effectively, and all of a sudden, Cindy's her ex-champion.
There's no question that Big Mama had her hand on the middle ropes. The referee didn't see it. We got a new Bruiser Wrestling Women's Champion. Title changes hands here in Marion.
You know, I have a friend in Las Vegas called Sam the Man. And he taught me something years ago. He says, there's always a winner and there's always a loser. Whenever there's a loser, you've always got a story. You get a lot of stories from Cindy, but she lost the belt.
It's
Let's
Big
hear it for
Mama
Cindy.
for Bruiser Wrestling coming up.
What's that smell in the air? Funky monkey, no. I hear you. Wow. Action just getting better and better and better, ladies and gentlemen. In this next match, I'm almost scared to be in the ring. Introducing first, this match is presented by Arby's. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hawks Baker Jr.
Well, this Ox Baker is a legacy. I wrestled his father many times. This is Ox Jr. He's not quite as big as Dad, but here he's just as rough.
Well, there weren't many as big as Dad, period. But there's one thing that Ox Baker Jr. does have beside his dad's name, and that's that vicious heart punch.
And that has to be applied just so. Two men died as a result of the heart punch. Ray Gunkel in Atlanta.
He comes from Waterloo, Iowa.
South Carolina.
The master of the hurt punch.
They actually killed 2 people, Ox Baker, with the heart punch. So it's nothing to fool around with.
No, it's one of the most vicious
and his opponent
in professional wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Chuck Wagon.
From Cooksville, Tennessee, one of my favorites, Big Chuck Wagon. You got 2 massive individuals that are going to go at it here.
You're right, that's 2 big men. I've been in more than one match. The 2 big men have caved the ring in. That's an absolute
and yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Bruiser United States Championship.
champion, Big Chuck Wagon. One of the favorites there is.
Well, the kids love this guy. I'm going to tell you, though, he knows how to get down to business when the bell rings. It's kind of disgusting, too. Oh, I would never use a cheap shot like that. I always depended on pure wrestling skill, ability, intelligence, scientific knowledge. I suppose for someone else that would be all right, but certainly not for me.
You always gotta wonder too.
That's something you have to worry about. What they call the Murder Inc. Well, I'll tell you, if you're talking about the Russian Brute, if you're talking about Alcatraz, you're talking about a real tough crew of guys. If they're out to take over wrestling, they just might do it, by golly. Because absolutely not. My kind of guys.
Why am I not surprised? There is Big Chuck Wagon, the U.S. champion. Oh, once again, as champion, he doesn't have to score the pinfall. He can only lose the title if it gets pinned or submits.
That's been the rules forever in wrestling, and I think that's just strictly to pro wrestling, isn't it? I mean, if a boxer gets disqualified, he loses the title, doesn't he? I never figured that out, but that's been the rules since I was a little kid watching my father wrestle. You can only win a title with a pinfall or a submission. Let's see if you can name the only boxer that ever won the heavyweight championship of the world on a foul qualification. Heavyweight title.
Gonna go back to Max Schmeling, I believe.
Bingo, you get 10 points. Max Schmeling won by disqualification when he was hit low by Jack Sharkey in 1931. Very good, Norm. And that's what makes you the best sportscaster in the world. Yeah, but I was quite young. Now we got the stare downs and the threats. Each man's trying to get a psychological advantage over the other. One, by looking dangerous, and two, by showing, I don't care about you. They're both doing it. But you know what? They got to lock up to get it done.
Well, Chuck Wagon may be a very affable guy and one that the kids love, but once he's in the ring and the bell rings, he's all business. And when you're facing Ox Baker Jr., doesn't matter if you got the upper hand throughout the whole match. He's one heart punch away from taking that United States title. What's Chuck Wagon doing right here?
I don't know. He's got the chair.
He's all mind games at this point?
I'm not sure. I'm watching this. It's a championship match. If I was Chuck Wagon, I'd want that title. And the only way you can get it is, like you said, you got to go get it. You got to pin the man and make him submit. There he goes. Now he started.
Well, as a referee, you got to take that chair out of play.
Absolutely.
Well, you like Chuck Wagon or you don't.
Rules are rules. You got to respect rules. That's why I teach all of my students with respect the rules.
Fortunately for you, I don't think there's any danger of getting struck by lightning here inside the Marion High School building. There's no question in my mind, though, Doc, that he's just trying to get Ox Baker off balance.
Well, we'll see if Ox falls for it or not. Ox Baker's got him on the ropes, choking him. He ran out the count. It's illegal. And wrestling, got to remember, the referee gives you a count to break. And you do as much damage as you can within the confines of that count. And technically, you haven't broken the rule. Oh yeah, big men like this, that's not uncommon. Rings move, cave in.
Big chop to the chest. Open hand chop, legal. So far, we've seen a pretty clean, fairly clean offense anyway. Ox Baker Jr.
Well, he's using power moves, but they're legal moves. Right now, he's got the trapezoid muscle, the nerves in it, tied up. Pulled his chin to get him down. Well, you want to get those pins out of it. You got a 4-point stance in wrestling. If you get one arm or one leg injured, it becomes a 3-point stance, puts the man off balance, and gives you a heck of a good advantage.
Chuck Wagon with a couple elbows, double axe handle to the midsection. Forearm right to the chest.
I think Chuck Wagon's broken more rules than Ox Baker has so far.
Oh, that'll take the air out of you.
This is a mistake.
Here comes the train.
He took too long. He took too long.
Preston went right over the top.
Ox is coming out after him. He's going to the floor. This could be dangerous.
Ox Baker Jr. cannot win this U.S. title out of the floor.
No, he cannot.
He
He's got to.
rammed Chuck Wagon's head right into the post. You're not going to see any hizaguris in this match. This is pure strength on strength, power on power. And now,
the chair.
Baker Jr.'s got Chuck Wagon's chair.
And if he hits him with it, Chuck Wagon has nobody to blame but himself because he brought it to the ring and threatened Ox Baker with it.
Now he's throwing it into the ring.
Big mistake for Ox Baker.
He threw it too far into the ring.
Well, Ox Baker Jr. threw it in. Oh, he tried the heart punch. Punched the chair the first time. Got Chuck Wagon the second.
That's it. Another championship changes hands. This is a real exciting evening. I'm really impressed. Ox Baker, our new United States champion.
Bruiser United States champion, Ox Baker Jr.
Now he's taunting him. This is a psychological ploy to never wrestle again. You'll think back how he was taunted. Now this is uncalled for. You won the championship. Take your belt and leave. I feel bad. Chuck Wagon lost the belt, but that's the business. You have to take a cheap shot like that after it's over with. That's something I would never have done. Once I won a match, even if I broke a rule or two, which once in a great while, but once I won, I was gone. No need for this kind of stuff.
Oh, please.
Here, I got to buy a new chair.
Ox Baker Jr., the new Bruiser Wrestling United States champion. More Bruiser Wrestling coming up.
Let's hear it for Chuck Wagon. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed that hot dogs and popcorn are now half price. So if you still got a little hunger pain going on, go on and visit the concession stand. Some of these wrestlers look like they already did, huh? I better watch what I say. They'll come out after me. Are you guys ready for the main event of the evening? This main event is presented by the Marion Harding Booster Club. Introducing first,
in any country, prison is where society sends its failures. But in this country, society itself is failing.
Einstein.
The Bruiser Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Please welcome
This is one of the meanest men in this business.
Alcatraz. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not alone. Ox Baker Jr. is with him.
Look who's coming to the ringside. What's that chain that Alcatraz has? Is that from the old chain gang days? No, sir.
I can't say that. I can't say that. Give me a break. That's yet to be
I
determined.
don't imagine he's a great conversationalist.
Now and then he doesn't talk too good either.
And his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome from Reno, Nevada, 275 pounds he is, the son of a legend, and the world's most dangerous wrestler, the Bruiser heavyweight champion himself, Dick the Bruiser Jr.
Well, I'm really getting feeling old. The last match, I remember wrestling Ox Baker's father. Now I remember wrestling Dick the Bruiser Jr.'s father, the original Dick the Bruiser. So you got the old man over here, the grand old man of wrestling, Dr. Graham. Handsome, intelligent, and articulate.
And oh my goodness, does he have his work cut out for him here tonight?
And he's a much nicer guy than Dick the Bruiser Senior. He's interacting with the kids, the people like him. When Dick the Bruiser came to the ring, the last thing on his mind was anything but attacking people like myself. Well, you know, sometimes in the course of human events. I want to thank Jeff and Jeff for helping us out here tonight. The four of us make a great team together. Well, as a team captain, I feel it's my duty to. He was wondering where Ox Baker went, but now he's back. So. Well, I'm sure that Ox Baker's just there to make sure that the rules are enforced and to coach him on and to maybe encourage him. But I don't think there'd be any interaction between Ox Baker.
I want to see his manager's license. Because Bruiser Jr. here has got to not only concern himself with Alcatraz, which is plenty to deal with, but you never know when Ox Baker Jr. might try to inject himself in the match. The Russian Brute blames his broken ankle on Dick the Bruiser Jr. And I'm sure there's nothing these guys would like more than some payback.
This is going to be a whale of a match. Dick the Bruiser Jr. is a tough guy, and so is Alcatraz. So turned his back. What could he have been? A guy in prison turns his back? You never do that. What was he thinking? But you still keep your eyes on your opponent at all times.
Well, now we get the bell. Well, if you're fighting Alcatraz, jumping on him early is not a bad idea. All leverage. What's that feel like?
Well, the way Bruiser has it applied, it's very painful in the rotator cuff area. Now he's going to the chin, just right in his eyes. Whatever it was, it was on the face. But I think Bruiser was doing better on the arm. Like I said, I like to work on one of the extremities, depending on how the match goes. I like to have one arm or one leg and work on it. Then maybe later on start on a second one.
Oh, look at that.
He knows what he's doing. Nice shot.
A thudding right hand and another. Well, if you're Dick the Bruiser Jr. here, you can't let up.
Oh, no. Alcatraz will kill you. He's a street fighter first. He's a criminal. He's been in the penitentiary several times for violent crimes. He comes in, he comes out. He comes in, he comes out. Now he's out. Now Bruiser's got to stay on the best form possible at all times during this match.
Another big right hand. He throws that right hand just like his dad did.
Well, he waited a little bit too long. Alcatraz is waiting. He gets the advantage. There he goes.
Look at the look on his face. There's nothing there. There is nothing behind those eyes.
Oh no, there's no soul there. For want of a better word.
With that, I agree.
Now let's call for a break. We're in the ropes now. We got to break this hold up.
I don't think Alcatraz is really interested in the rules.
Now look at that. That's right. Yep. They take every advantage you can get. They want that title.
Oh, you had to know that was coming. That's a big knee right to the face.
Bruiser's not in a good spot right now. He's between Ox Baker and Alcatraz. And he's trying. Oh, he's coming back. He's tough. That Bruiser is tough. Look at that. He's come back. He lets Baker know he still sees him. There's Baker back.
Tougher than a $2 steak. As soon as he gets back in the ring, Alcatraz right on top of him.
Alcatraz is on his game tonight. He knows he's got to beat him in the middle of the ring to get that coveted belt. He's taunting Bruiser verbally as well as hitting him. Trying to get that psychological edge we talk about from time to time.
Wow, right to the midsection. Does he know he can't win the title with Bruiser on the floor?
Maybe he don't care about the title. Maybe he just wants to win. But with me, it's all about the title because the title brings with it gold, money. The champion makes the most money. That's the way the business is structured. That's the way it should be structured. Alcatraz could win this match in such a way that he won't be title, and Victor Bruiser still be champion and still making the big money.
Well, we know he can at least count to 5.
You're absolutely right, Jeff. They're doing this on purpose. They're trying to get him outside the ring so they can draw the ref so Ox Baker can work on him some more. Now Bruiser's coming back, getting his second, possibly a third win by now. There he goes. He's carrying Ox Baker, and the fans are loving it.
Well, look at Bruiser and Ox Baker going at it outside the ring.
That's right. You see what about getting him one leg or one arm? And the guy has 4. Well, Bruiser's going against 8 arms and legs. He's got to get weakened up. There's 2 men out there. They're going to have to dig down that old Bruiser charm.
Oh, look at this!
Sunset flip.
No. Couldn't quite.
That's a surprise.
Pick him off. Even more. Bruiser with his foot on the rope. You just never know with Alcatraz if he's all there.
Well, I'm sure that he's not.
If his focus is on hurting.
Live the kind of a life he's obviously lived. His first thought is survival and hurting the other guy. Whether he's got the structure necessary to be a wrestling champion, he's definitely a top-notch street fighter. And again, so is Bruiser, but we know he has the structure to go with it. He's trying to get his head in there. He won't go. There you go. 2 for the price of 1.
Yes, it is. That stomach claw, that's usually it with Victor Bruiser, junior or senior. That stomach claw was a finish. Ox Baker, Bruiser going right over. Oh, what's that? He threw something. He threw an object in the ring, Ox Baker did. A chain. It's a chain. There's a brute coming. He's trying to get out. Right behind Bruiser. There, the chain. He's down. There it is. Another new champion. 1, 2, 3. There it is. There it is. We have a new champion. A new champion we have, Alcatraz. What an upset. I'd have bet on Victor Bruiser. I really would have. Based on experience and finesse. Well, they hit him with a chain, but wait, why did the Russian Brute hit Ox Baker? I guess the pin didn't count. The match is still going on.
No signal from the ref, but now we gotta wonder if this match is getting thrown out. It appears it is.
Well, I don't know. I saw a pin. Usually, once they're pinned, it's over. But apparently, they discovered the chain. And there's.
There's one of the Russian Brute's crutches across the back of Alcatraz. Bruiser will fight in the street fight any day of the week.
Well, is he the champion or not? What's have we got a verdict yet? On one end there was a pin, but then they discovered the chain. After they discovered the chain, they kept wrestling. We need to get some kind of ruling here. I think they're letting the match continue. I'm still wondering why the Russian Brute hit Ox Baker. There's more to this than meets the eye. We're going to have to keep watching this show every week to find out what exactly is happening.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's it.
Your winner and
still
the
match.
The Bruiser
Bruiser won. He's still the champion.
Dick the Bruiser Jr.
Yeah, Bruiser wrestling.
Russian Brute is still beating up Ox Baker.
The Bruiser Jr. and obviously it's boiled over between Ox Baker Jr. and the Russian Brute.
I would too, he's got a broken leg. That was a good time to take him off.
Oh, look at this!
I didn't think I'd see this, the Russian Brute with Dick the Bruiser Jr.
Apparently the Russian Brute's had enough.
Oh my goodness.
Alcatraz and Ox Baker Jr.
We're going to see the Bruiser dance.
There's a couple in I'm not sure we thought we'd ever see.
Well, the kids are coming in the ring. They're having a ball celebrating Bruiser's victory. It's a great match, a great night. Bruiser Wrestling. Far and away the best independent promotion thus far in the country.
Russian Brute. I don't know what to think of them. I just don't know what to make about all this. Bruiser, can you give me some insight? Bruiser. Bruiser. I gotta get some information here. Give me a break. Since when did the Russian Brute come in here with Dick the Bruiser Jr.? I gotta have some insight on that.
After I witnessed what I just seen, he turned on his own partners because he saw the injustice that was going on. The Russian Brute, I know we have a long history, 30 years. This is the first time I've shaken your hand. And I commend you for coming in and helping me out at a time of need. Now, Russian Brute, are you up to take on Alcatraz and that no good Ox Baker in a tag match right back here in Marion?
It looks like we're going to have some action here in Marion again. What a tag match that'll be. Ox Baker.
Well, Brute, we got to know. What about it? It's good to be with my new
Alcatraz versus
friend,
Bruiser and
Dick
the
the
Russian
Bruiser
Brute.
Jr. It's good to feel friendship from America. For many years we've been at enemies. Bruiser showed me the way. I'm with this great man. He teach me the right way. And I'm ready to accept my role as a USA citizen. You heard it from the Russian Brute.
USA! USA!
The crowd's got that chant going. USA. The Russian Brute has betrayed his own people.
All right, everybody. Let's give all my Bruiser buddies a big hand up here. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you, Bruiser buddies.
You never know what you're going to in Bruiser Wrestling.
We'd like to
Absolutely
thank
not.
everybody
This
for
was
coming
a
out
tremendous
supporting
evening of
Bruiser
wrestling. Anybody that missed it has certainly missed something really big. I suspect that we have bigger things coming up on the horizon.
How can the Bruiser lose? I have all this up. Okay, let's help your kids out of the ring. Security, let's watch him. Thanks to the Russian
Truly
Brute.
was an unexpected turn of events.
We want to send a special thanks out to Zucker and Associates Insurance Agency. The last name you'll need to call. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to see the show today. We hope to be back in the very, very near future.
This has been Bruiser Wrestling.